far, it's pretty fun to do. Just you got to learn to stay with the crowd, not against it, where to hide and where to look. They can come at you from any kind of direction.
We are on our way to the Oak Park Mall to do our urban stealth movement. We're going to be working on Yoninjutsu today. Out of all the stealth camps you guys watch us do, it's always Inin or Dark Ninjutsu. So today we're going to be working on Yonin, and we're going to be working in the Oak Park Mall with hundreds of people shopping and see how much we can get away with. Okay, so today we're going to be working on urban or crowded movement. So like I was saying earlier, we always work on Inin or Dark Ninjutsu when we're at the stealth camps. We're always trying to blend in and camouflage and stay in the shadows. Today I've got my students and we're going to be moving through the mall, and their goal is to be able to find other students and kind of snipe them out. Now it's not, what the rules are going to be is I'm going to split everybody up into teams. So I need you guys to pay attention because these are the rules. I'm saying it now, okay? They will be split up into teams. Now, we're not going to be able to carry like paintball guns and shoot each other in public because that just doesn't work. So what we're going to be doing is they're going to be split up in teams, and they're going to use their phone as their gun. And they're just going to take a picture of someone from the other team and then text it to me. And if I get a picture taken from one team to team A to team B or whatever like that, then I know that they've taken out a member of the other team. I will then text that person or call them and say that, okay, you've been eliminated from the team, it's time for you to come to me. And I'm more than likely going to be at a food court or a coffee shop having a good old time. Now to keep these guys from staying moving, okay, to keep them constantly moving, what we're going to do is we're going to create a movement pattern. And the idea with that is every 15 to 20 minutes, I'm going to be texting them, what do we call it? Orders? Texting them orders so that they can complete their objective. Like I'll tell everybody, find a fire implement, find a water implement, find something you can create cordage with. Don't find cordage, find something you can create cordage with. I mean, all these kind of things. And then they have 20 minutes to one member of their team has 20 minutes to text a picture back to me saying that they found that object somewhere in the mall. So that keeps all the teams constantly moving, okay? If I don't get a text back within 20 minutes saying that they found the goal, then the team is automatically eliminated. Now, we'll be team versus team, we're not an individual. So what that means is, if let's say I've got like 2 teams of 3, right? If it's a 2 team of 3 and one person of that team got eliminated, then at that point, team A is done, team B had won, okay? So they've got multiple objectives, they got to find information, and they've got to snipe the other team without them seeing. So their goal is, some of them has actually brought disguises and different clothing and things like that to change the various parts of the mission. And what they're going to be doing is, as they move through, they're going to have to move through the crowd and try to disguise themselves in groups of people and things like that. I will also have talking missions too, where they have to gather information and talk to someone that they don't know, probably someone that I've already talked to, so I know that the correct answer will be made, and then give me back the information I'm looking for. So today will be Yonin.
I already sent her 2 pictures of you.
Well, I see you like come out of like. So they never call me. I'm clearly in the wrong.
We're on our second mission now, and the first round went really quick and they had to find a fire implement. We're on our second mission, and I haven't even sent them an extra side submission to go because they're dropping like flies on me here. So we have 2 more teams out. I was just going to bring my laptop here and work while I was here, and there was no place that I could plug a laptop in, so I took my laptop out of the car. When I came back in, there's this group of boys, probably 16 to 18 years old, and right when they passed me, I think they saw my tattoo or something, I'm not for sure, but they like, oh, that's that ninja girl, she has a ninja dojo, you know? So that was nice that I'm very well spotted in this area. So this is not the area that I'm from, and I stick out like a sore thumb in this particular setting because we're in this place called Oak Park Mall in Johnson County. And it's very, what's the word you think? Uppity. Very uppity type of a place, lots of money. You get my ass in here and yeah, I don't blend in, so I'm just being the Yonin. Shipping the orders, right?
It's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. I used to like follow people around just for fun without them knowing me, and even that was a little hard. And then all of a sudden you have facial recognition, they know your clothes, they know how you walk, and it's damn near impossible.
Just had a man ask me for my number. He's a lot older than I am. In fact, he's probably 20 years older than I am. It's still nice to be asked for, you know, your number, you know, that's nice. My kids are having a hard time doing this because they're finding out that moving in public with a lot of people, especially when someone's looking for them, is a lot harder than what they think. So they're learning how to move with big crowds and position themselves, like using these cards in the middle, like this. Using those cards to maybe go through different places and go across from the top floor to the bottom floor and then moving in the middle. But it's good. They're learning a lot of lessons with silent movement and stealth movement. It's good.
For me, the hardest part is finding a group that it looks like I belong in. A lot of times, you're just a guy and a girl, or a guy and a girl and 3 kids. So trying to find a group of people that are approximately the same age that aren't obviously a couple is the hardest part of blending in without looking like a third wheel. And then also trying to follow them as they sporadically decide to go over here instead of where she is going without looking like they're following them. That to me is the hardest part.
Yeah. Budo Ryu student right there, huh? Budo Ryu student getting ready to shoot another Budo Ryu student. Yeah, no, to freeze out. The only people that you guys have right now is you and
well, so far it's pretty fun to do. Just you gotta learn to stay with the crowd, not against it, where to hide and where to look. They can come at you from any kind of direction.
Enjoy being able to move around and try and hide. I would have liked to have done more objectives, but that was probably the funnest part. Other than that, it was a good time. I enjoyed it.
I really liked trying to find people that you're used to seeing wearing one thing when they keep changing their outfits. That like kind of added another harder difficulty to it, and more objectives would have been a lot more fun.
I like the whole blending in, trying to blend in with the crowd and everything, and find people that you're supposed to go technically target. But then like my phone died, so have better equipment.
Awesome.
I think all of it was awesome. It was great. Blending in the crowd, going in and out, the excitement. It was awesome.
I like disguising up as all sorts of people and still trying to find a way to blend in with the crowd. And it was just really fun to do.
I liked it all. It was really fun. We had good objectives, and I thought they were perfectly timed. I would like to probably do more group work, like we have bigger groups sometimes, or singles, and just kind of mix it up a little bit. That'd be fun.
I like the fact that it's not just learning how to blend in with the crowd, but it's also the idea of being able to work your angles. Because if you can get in one of these corner stores with a lot of windows, it's really nice to hide behind that and to be able to get a good view, a centralized view of all the different angles. Using that in combination with the idea of finding a group that's going against the grain, because a lot of people like when they drive on the road, they'll walk on the right-hand side of wherever they're going. If you can find a large group on the opposite side and go with that, you can actually use that as a shield to be able to hide behind and be able to use that to go from store to store. So it's nice to be able to work the angles. I don't like the choke points. The escalators suck because there's no stairs.
That was the urban stealth movement mission, where the students had to move throughout the mall, and their objective was to find the other team, and they knew how many teams there were, and they knew who was on what team, but they didn't know where they were. So they had the general idea here was that they had to move throughout the mall and basically snipe out the other team. The cell phones was their gun, so whenever they took a picture with their cell phone, they sent me the text, and whenever I got the picture, I would email the other person or text the person and say, you're out. So I thought that was really good. Another thing that I really liked is every one of the students, every one of them, on some level, some are much better than the others, they changed their identity. All of them changed the way that they do their hair, the way that they do their hair, the way the girls, the way they did their makeup. The guys changed kind of some of the ways that they dress. So it was really good that all of them were very much aware of that they need to change the way that they look and their identity, which I think is great because, you know, at this level they already know, you know, the 6 tools, the 7 disguises, the idea of blending in and camouflage. I mean, you know, every one of them are been with the school long enough to know that. So I thought that was really good. We have another student that was doing this that I thought he put in so much work. He met his mother used to work in one of the shops at the mall, which I didn't know this. And he asked if it would be okay if he took different disguises. So every round he had a different disguise. I mean, one time he dressed up like a mechanic and he had like a little dirt on his face, you know, and another time he dressed up with like a regular old like a ball cap and a blue thing and a hoodie. And so it was really nice that he took the time to, you know, he was using resources. His mother used to work there. His mom knows the woman that is the manager of the store. He contacted the manager and asked if it was okay if he could use their back room so that he could change into a different disguise every single round. So that was genius that he did that. The girls were great. You know, I think it's easier for the girls to do this. Speaking from experience, I think it's a lot easier for women to change it up because, you know, we wear makeup, we do our hair a lot of different ways, we do makeup a lot of different ways, we wear a variety of clothing that is off the wall different. You know, even for me, like, I mean, I'll have a sports bra and a pair of sweatpants one day, and then I'm dressing up the next in some sort of a dress or, you know, that kind of thing, club wear. With guys, I mean, you know, it's a variety for the particular men that we have at the camp. Most of them aren't to the extreme fashion forward. Most of them are wearing, you know, some sort of a, would you say, tap out wear?
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to say ghetto because they're not ghetto, but I definitely want to say definitely very urban, very street, very, you know, the baggy pants, the baggy shirt, and although they do blend in, the good thing with that is they blend in because there's a lot of kids that dress like that. The easy thing though from that perspective is they can, you know, even though they're blending in with the crowd, which that is part of it, the whole idea of kage no kamae, or what we see in the 7 disguises of Sun no Kata, where you make yourself blend in, you take the shape of the people around you, you know. I think it's great to that degree because you see that aspect of it. What we don't see is the fact that when people walk by you, they get to see you. So I think some of the guys, one of them was brilliant enough to understand. He's like, okay, I've done a couple rounds and I'm getting seen. So what he did was he went in and he bought a baseball cap and you know, purchased a cap so that he can change his identity when he's walking through. And you know, the other teams didn't know that now he's wearing a hat. So, you know, which is great. And you know, a lot of the guys, you know, it was the guys I think had the bonus with that, because you know, when you guys are in the dojo and you're training, you don't wear baseball caps, you don't wear those kind of things. Well, a baseball cap today, or one of these little hats that the guys are wearing, it's very similar to the amigasa. You know, you're putting it on, it protects you from the element, it hides your face, your identity. So very brilliant from that perspective. I don't know how much of this you guys actually learned. For all you students that are watching this are not with us today, wish you guys were with us. I'm not for sure what you guys can take out of this, except because it's one of those deals where, you know, this is a situation where you gotta kind of have to be there, you know? You need to be there and experience this kind of training to be good at it. You know, watching the video doesn't do any justice at all. In fact, it's probably a boring ass video for you guys to watch, because like, oh, just walking in the mall. You know what I mean? But if you were here, you would have had a lot of fun. I'm kind of hoping that, you know, this kind of thing spurs more martial arts schools and the people who are teaching ninjutsu, because, you know, it's a great thing for the teachers to go out with the kids and the students and, you know, have a good time and just change it up. Sometimes getting out of the dojo, for us, we're either in the dojo or we're in the woods. You know, we're one of the two. So this is great. Now we're, you know, we've extended and now we're doing a lot of things publicly, and I think the students had a good time. It's definitely different. It's a different angle. And like I said earlier, I'm just looking for growth, you know? So the more things that they learn and they understand and they can say that they got, you know, real knowledge on, that's my only goal as a teacher, is to give people good knowledge and something that they can take and apply that to their life. Because, you know, you can take knowledge everywhere. It's lightweight and it doesn't weigh anything. It's not going to bog you down, and you can take it anywhere you want. So the more knowledge you have, the better off you're going to be in any situation. But if you can't back the knowledge up with wisdom, and you've never done it, you've never experienced it, then it's kind of useless knowledge. You know, knowledge that you can utilize is great. Knowledge that you know nothing about or you can't use is worthless. So if you guys are watching this, you're on the long distance training program or the home study program or whatnot, you're one of our schools, come down, train with us, we'll go out, we'll have a good time and do some more Budo Ryu.